Hi everybody! Today I'm going to talk about a very important question which builds upon the topics that I've spoken about previously, which is what influences teens to do drugs? Now, this is a question that a lot of adults, especially parents of teenagers, would like to know the answer to. And it turns out that there's not just one factor that makes teens want to do drugs. It's not just rebellion. It's not just one thing. It's various factors combined that influences teens to want to do drugs. And so today I'm gonna inform you about those different factors so hopefully you'll have a better understanding of what influences teens to do drugs. Now, the first factor that I'm going to talk about is peer pressure. And peer pressure is a really big factor because most everybody experiences peer pressure at some point in their lives. And so according to the National Center on Addiction and Substance Abuse, 61% of teenagers in public schools say that they would consider their school to be drug infected. Now, this is a really big problem because that means that 61% of students think that their school has a legitimate drug problem. Now, teens go to school every single day and they see their peers almost every single day. And so when drugs problems is a factor at their school, your teen is more than likely being influenced to do drugs at school. And peer pressure is the problem when teens want to feel accepted by their peers. They want to be accepted in their friend group. So whenever they hear people at school saying, hey, you want to try this? It'll make you feel good. Are you going to be a wimp and not try it? Then that makes teens want to be accepted and they might give in to the peer pressure and try drugs. Now, another big problem that comes along with peer pressure is that sometimes teens get misinformed by their friends and their peers on doing drugs. Their friends might say, hey, I've done this dozens of times and it hasn't affected me badly at all. And so this is a problem because drugs affect different people in different ways. So what might not affect Susie at all might affect Johnny a whole lot and be really dangerous. And that's where a lot of accidents happen with teen drug-related accidents happen, because it can be really dangerous, even life-threatening, whenever teens react badly to the different substances that they're trying. Now, the next big factor that I'm going to talk about is curiosity. Have you ever heard the phrase, curiosity killed the cat? Well, it's a very true phrase when it comes to curiosity influencing teens to try drugs. Curiosity is a really big factor because teens are starting to experience this whole new world of different things that they can try and that they're learning about, and unfortunately drugs are a part of that world. And so teens have to make this decision: do I want to try drugs? Do I not want to try drugs? And when they see their friends trying drugs, or they see it in movies, or they hear it in music that they're listening to, they start to wonder about it, and they have this general curiosity. They think, oh, I wonder what it's like. I wonder if it's really all that bad for me. And so they might give in to the curiosity and try drugs, which is sometimes really dangerous for them. The next big factor that I'm going to talk about is the issue of teens using drugs for self-medication sometimes. Now, this is a really dangerous influence because according to an article by the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids, when teens can't find healthy outlets to express their frustrations from the problems that they're facing, they a lot of the times turn to drugs to sort of help them fix their problems. They self-medicate with drugs. And so they try drugs to hopefully solve their problems, solve the stresses that they're going through right now. Or some teens even use hallucinogens, or things that make them experience a numbing factor so that way they don't have to think about their problems for a little while. And this is bad because teens think that the drugs are actually fixing their problems, but in reality, it's actually adding more problems to their life because they're having all these drug-related problems right now. Maybe it's addiction, or maybe they're just getting in trouble with the law, or different things like that. Self-medication is a dangerous influence that causes teens to do drugs. Now, today we've learned about a lot of different factors about why teens do drugs. We've learned that some kids a lot of times give into peer pressure because it's a really big factor at school and they want to be accepted by their group. We've learned that curiosity is also a big factor because teens want to experience things and have a curiosity about drugs, and that self-medication is also a factor that is really dangerous because teens think that drugs might help to solve their problems or help them not think about their problems. Now, hopefully with this new understanding about what influences teens to do drugs, that we can be better prepared to help teens navigate through these influences and these different factors to help them live a healthier lifestyle. Thank you for listening. Bye.